Good morning, everybody. Let's see if we can't hear me a little bit better. I'm very nasal today. I don't know if it is, and we are allergies or too many cats. You got Lady Hippy, and we are at the bar. So we're up here because we're social media. I'm trying to avoid things here. I really could redo this a little bit. Done. Yes, I've been kind of catching up on some of these survivor stories. I'm going to jump right in here. Even though I did the little headband thing, it's still bugging me. Anyway, yes, and I touched on this, I think, since October 7th, almost every day. And now I'm just shouting. Listen to me. We said never again. Do you understand what that means? Get you some film reel over here from 1945. Right, quick. Send these people to Auschwitz Buchenwald. Give them their rations for a week. They don't want to probably lose weight anyway. These people are nuts. They deny what the survivors and everybody else, have said, as if these testimonies aren't worth anything, for God's sake. I just heard one young lady, she's 23, and I had another one I get to. She's 23 years old, and she's at the festival. And suddenly they realize they're in trouble, so we're going to skip all the forethought. So they get to the car, the first thoughts, get to a car. Meanwhile, there are people, what police are at the venue, are screaming, run. And they're dying, standing there screaming, run. That's why I smoke again a little bit. I have, however, for her sake, managed to have a stiffer today. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm running a little late today as well. Back to the testimony of this girl. To me, she's a girl. She's a beautiful young lady. She needs some counseling. She needs some help. She's definitely PTSD. Bad. And who could blame her? I mean, not even blame her so much as we all know she's got to be because of what she experienced, what she lived through. And how dare these idiot punks who daddy's paying for their blooming school get up there. So, of course, I can't go there right now. I'm still PO'd to the max. I've been mad about this. Why are they here protesting for their country or their state, as they call it? Why are they here? It's so damn great. Get your ass on a plane, go back. We'll give you a shoot. Because they really probably shoot you as you land. So, they're terrorists. It's like saying pirate. Okay, everybody knows what pirate means. What do you think of when you hear the word terrorist? Anybody? Yeah. Horrifying death. That's not rocket science. Yes, I'm mad. Yeah. See, I don't have a script either. I do what the hell I want. It's really freeing. It really is. But plus this girl, they started out with about 30 more, maybe nearly 40 running. As the young man they saw gunned down has told them they get back out of the vehicle. They run. And they run, and they see people falling, and they can't stop. They know to keep running, and they haven't even slept. They've been partying all night, mainly drunk, like the young lady said. Some were doing drugs. They were very open about that. Nothing to worry about, I would think. Probably some cannabis, but in any event, stuff works on his cancer payments. So she and several others, she starts noticing that they're down to around 20. They're still running. It's been an hour and a half. They can hear the whistle, the bullets going past them, and more people fall. And she keeps running. And she realizes the friends that had started running with her are no longer with her. She can't even look back to find out if they fell because she can't hardly breathe. And now it's been 2 hours. There's a handful of them. And they decide to lay down in a small, hollow. I wouldn't say ravine the way she described it. I would say just like a small dip in the earth. So they lie down for hours. Now, many of them are texting back and forth to family members telling them they may be dying in a few minutes. Unbeknownst to them, or maybe they did know at that point, that these people were using GoPros to film them and shoving it up to YouTube or X or whatever the hell they wanted. Nobody was stopping those feeds, what I understand anyway. I think they got to it, but And the rest of her story is even more haunting. It's just you have to, for me, you have to have tissues, and I'm rather hardcore about a lot of stuff. As you can see, I can report on it, and I'm going to testify to what these people went through. Every time they testify, I'm going to talk about it. And if I'm talking about it, maybe 50 more of y'all should be talking about this shit. Pull it up. Come on. Bring you a seat. I have plenty of stuff here at the bar. Come see me. Let's talk about this mess. Why in God's name is America suddenly racist? Why is it suddenly a criminal charge in the International Criminal Court to defend yourself? They sent over 100 missiles and rockets last night alone. And they're still running around at my college campuses screaming free Palestine for what? It turns out I also caught this morning. I should not scream, of course, but I saw that footage as well. And I try not to look because I try not to kill any of our TVs because I can't go out and shoot them. That's frowned on, which is supposedly what's happened to them. I've never seen a country that takes more care of the civilians than the Israelis have. Aid has gone in there. These people were starving to death by Hamas, who was their governing body. And do you know now they're supposed to check this out? Yeah, you can't make this up. I better go to live chat. In any event, they get up there. They're told they can't do this. 100 rockets. Well, there's a treaty here. Just what? I mean, I know people can see that just steam is coming from my. It's just more than I can handle some days. Is why I don't listen to the news because I get like this. It's probably not a good luck on me. I missed y'all yesterday. Got started, and when I finally realized what time it was, I needed to shower, and I said, "The heck with it!" When I finished what I was doing, got to stop last night at 9:30. Yeah, I love being off. Yeah, I'm a retired woman. I don't mean to scare you, ladies, or gents, for that matter, because my husband never sits still at home for a day. If he does, he's nuts, which isn't a fur piece to go, but sometimes. You be married for 35 years, you'll be the same way as me. Well, maybe not that bad. Just there are pieces of my house behind me, which is my fan type picture frame, which the hinge came off of, being moved so many times in 25 years that it's said, no, I need some refit here. I digress. The young lady and a few that were left that were with her, she said most of them ran out of their batteries on their phones. Now it's getting dark, but she thinks it's because it's a dark cloud because she sees there's sun on the other side. These people did not move. She didn't look it up, expecting it to die shortly. She too has phoned her, texted her family and friends, and has managed to keep much more life on her battery than the others that were with her. But a handful, she said. And they're talking finally after hours. I think it's like hour 3 or 4. They're finally talking to the IDF. And the IDF are telling them, we can't get to you yet, but we're trying to get there. Wherever you are, shelter in place kind of thing, and pray. And the IDF lost people, of course, getting in. And they showed us on a map. I think they were only a few clicks away at the venue itself. So these guys, they just couldn't walk over. That's why you saw those little motorcycles, the little helicopter thingy. But they didn't need all that. Everybody seems to, they had to do this. No, they had to walk. They could have walked in as just workers, because Muslims who are and are still treated fairly. They're not. They don't blow up their buildings. Not like the terrorists do with these guys. They blow up these ready buildings. It's okay. Lebanon's going to join in. Yeah. Well, yeah. We're in God's name is the International Court on this shit. Where were they October 7th when that shit went down? I got angry because there was some little cupcake. Bring it, bitch. Please. Up there talking about there's no proof. that the terrorists beheaded babies. There was a testimony of one where the mother was shot 4 times and the child was shot in the head, 9 months old, in her arms. In her arms. Some good practical advice. Happy Father's Day, Gordon. Not enough proof, huh? Not enough proof. Well, the Israelis have been good to the world, if you ask me. And our own people, between, I'm sure, Facebook, X, and all them, have managed to put filters up to what we will be able to see of that day. And trust me, I do not want to see the 99% that they don't want to show because it's so horrific. Now, you freaking think about that, this little Bobby doll. Where is the proof that Palestinian civilians are being killed? Okay? That works both ways. Why didn't somebody say this crap? This woman was on television being interviewed by some shit. Well, where was your proof that all this shit happened to the Palestinians? We got proof this shit happened over there. All we want is damn see. But she gets the parrot up there. Oh, we don't have no proof. They didn't do that. Now, the other thing that people need to catch up on, I'm being caught up already. Yeah, I talk fast. I'm peeing. It's just. They've been saying that the people who are protesting, that they might be able to back off a little in some ways, but that they believe, of course, that there's no proof. And as you could tell, I was really happy with that statement. The other little testimony, and I can't use the word little, she's only 15. It's hard to say. It's hard to speak of these stories as I've heard them. And again, and this young lady, she's been in a war zone. She's 43, 15-year-old girl. Thank God she made it. They didn't kidnap her. She saw family members dropped right next to her, so forth and so on the phones. Her father was burned alive. And I believe it was her baby brother that was shot. I can't quite remember. But her family members are just falling around her. Her grandmother has been shot 3 times. And they have to stay in a safe room. They finally, as well, get through the IDF, and we're coming, but we aren't there. Don't answer to anybody. Don't open that door. The other thing I wondered was why there were no arms, there were no weapons in these villages. Not that they should have to live that way, but they have bomb shelters in the house for a reason. And this little girl never shed a tear. Her voice didn't quiver. She managed to explain what her day was like during this. She had her younger brother with her, and they came out. The IDF did get there, and she did believe it was the IDF. I don't know how, but they came out to be put on a bus, which was taking survivors from each village back. Kibbutz, same thing. And the rest of her day when she first came out was what also caught my attention. Her brother, of course, was standing beside her, and she had wrapped her hands around his eyes so he could not see. 15. She was 14 then, October 7th. And these people are saying this should happen again, that this is what happened. The other thing I found important from last night was that the people, the Palestinian actual people, because apparently the terrorists are somebody different, I don't know. They're there, they've been sheltered, they've been hit, and what happened with all these people? They're dying, they're still dying, they've been dying. Nobody's trying to kill them, but they're dying because they usually can't go to where the safe route is. They're kept there by the Palestinian, whoever, the terrorists, same as pirate. Maybe I should say pirate terrorists at the same time. Maybe I already get it. I mean, what do they teach in this practice schools anyway? Stupid? Because y'all come up beyond stupid. But the thing I don't understand is why these people aren't in jail. It's hate speech. They should be in jail. There's no doubt of it. And they're also potential terrorists. You guys were treating veterans as potential terrorists or homegrown terrorists, jackasses. Horse hockey. The other thing, like I said, that was coming up is they're rebelling back against Hamas now. The Palestinian freaking people. I can't tell which one would be the other. I don't know how many civilians died when they rescued those 4 people. And I hope no one died, but apparently some did. Was it worth it to save those 4 people? Damn Skippy it was. Damn Skippy. It's time for these people to revolt and stop being used as cannon fodder. If they're going to be there, everybody should stop shining on them. They've opened many corridors to safe places. They don't have to stay in the Gaza Strip. At first they did. Now they don't. They can leave. No, I don't. I don't like the idea that people are being thrown out of their country. But where the hell are you people talking about with Putin? It's okay. The Ukraine taking the whole country. Not a state. But y'all call this place a state. Palestinian state. State. There's still 4,000 terrorists in North Gaza. You need to be recognized as a state. I love that state. Israel's a country, a big old ass country, beating the shit out of you. Really? Not so much. People get a map, get a globe, something. Pick it up on YouTube. Good grief. Very disappointed in what I'm seeing. These are my kids' generations that are up there now. These are my grandson's generation that are running their mouths and acting like it's okay. We got to pretend that we're going to help these civilians. Why? What the hell narrative are you believing? Huh? Quit sucking on that teeth that they call CNN. Walk your butt over and pick up some CBN, huh? The Christian Broadcast Network. No, they do not get up there. Thank God they used to. I like Gordon Robertson, who is, yes, from the evangelistic family of the Robertsons. Well known in my lifetime. And at first I was hesitant to listen. I thought it would be that. The 700 Club has been around since I was born, I think. It's a long time. And of course, I knew what the CBN was, and they had the new things going on. And I was like, maybe they are doing the news, because some Christian things are actually reporting the news. They're putting it in a film, but they're reporting the news because it's not being done. So they're doing this, that, and the other that they can. Well, I got cats everywhere. I see one just appeared above me. It's my special effects, dude. I gotta lighten up, but it's hard for me to do that. That young lady did, like I said, did not fall apart till she was back in Tel Aviv, safe and sound, and she was embarrassed because she had run in her night things and barefoot. She had grabbed her phone and charged it, and her younger brother. So she was ashamed that she had just shorts and t-shirt, and was very stoic, even as she related everything that happened that day and night and her rescue, how many people she lost. These kibbutzes, villages, it's like one of Britain's villages, or we don't have villages here. I wish we did. They're beautiful. I love that about Europe. In any event, America doesn't have a lot of hell value, if anything, because they also forget that they were terrorists. And they also committed genocide. Has anybody heard about a Native American story? Do you listen when you hear that it might be a Native American story? No. Anybody, like this broad, for lack of a better term, say that they didn't show proof of these atrocities? They made the Nazis look like picnic, I tell you. Sorry, I'm having one of those days, apparently. I get this tickle sometimes and I can't deal with it. Probably my temper. These testimonies are easily available on YouTube. And I got live chat up. It's my husband. Hello, dear. I'm on live.
Well, I finally got through come back with the damn phone. Still ain't showing no charge. It's showing 79%.
Yeah, I just charged mine up.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was completely dead when I got over there that morning. Now I wanted to get out the truck. My phone went, you. I was
Okay,
like, what the fuck?
what's going on? Because I'm on live.
Huh?
I'm on live. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm going to just let you know about 30 minutes. I'll be in the house.
Okay. Well, you was gonna grab some stuff.
Yeah, I am. That's what I say. About 30 minutes, I should be at the house.
Okay, so you're still
Or at least on the way.
okay. I'm trying to wrap this up and get back to you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, yes, yeah, just go ahead now. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do because it's gonna be about 15 minutes before I close everything up down there and get the hell out of here.
I know. I'll get back to you.
Okay, but anyway.
Now get even up. No, you don't.
I'm
Did you see how fast he wanted to get off the phone? It was amazing. It's a miracle, even. It's that kind of a day. As you can see, my plate runneth over. Yeah, or my cup runneth over. Actually, I think it's the euphemism. I did have my stiffener first, and I'm still bitching. So, if you see this kind of video, see it. And so far, luckily, I haven't seen it, or has it been reported on? God help them if there's a reporter left in the city. It hasn't been reporting it, so I don't know. I really would love to hear somebody that's doing this. I'd like to know how long they've buried their head in the sand because it's been like 11 months, 10 months, whatever the heck is 9 months instead of been I don't know October to now 7 months. Never saw anything about this. What you did see, allowed to go so far on into one bent that this everybody else is lying about 9-month-old babies being shot in the head. Deliberately, they aimed for the head. Yes, they did. Whole families tied together and burned alive. Where the shit were you people? You don't have the right to say anything against these people, and you sure as hell should be stopped from saying the October 7th massacre should be repeated. You should have already been thrown out of my country. I don't give a damn if you were born in San Francisco. Get out of my country. I hope you're seeing this. I'm going to be very polite. Get out of my country. Take your ass to Palestine that you know and love and protest for. Bye. Third generation American, get out. There's only one. Get out. That's it. That's what I got. Get out. Don't find you. Don't let you loose in the streets. Just get the hell out of my country and stay the hell out. Do yourself a favor and go join them folk that you think needs all this help and they're so perfect. Because your own people are protesting and trying to get them overthrown now that the IDF system, if the IDF withdraws. You have no idea the butchery that's going to occur in that place against their own people. Wake up. Wake up. I don't have a lot of time this morning. I got to take care of a husband. I got to handle her. Again, I smoked some. I'm ashamed of my country, by the way. And I'm a veteran myself. First company of women to be trained in regular army instead of WAC. I've been around this puppy a long time. So yeah, I get a problem if you stomp on my flag, if you burn my flag, because my people come home draped by a flag. And that flag is then given to the next person down, like it will be to my son. So the flag means something to me. And I believe it means something to many of us out there, hippies, stylish baby boomers, whichever. Come see me in the chat. It's entertainment purposes only, guys. If you're seeing me and you're thinking this broad's got too many balls, say so. Hit the like, hit the dislike, ring the bell, go subscribe. You get a little tingle, and they like that. It will help the channel. It's social Woodstock as far as I'm concerned. And I keep trying to throw stuff in here to say this is why I have not yet dropped a video. And yes, you can see my meal on the floor. The cats went right through that. So I have a lot to do when I get off. Yeah, come see me, share, like, please. If you don't like it, let me know why. Hit the live chat. If you have to, I'm not on live, hit the comments because I am going to wrap it up tonight or today. I'm already thinking of tonight. Yeah, me. Really, what was in that stiff? Yeah. Okay. If you see me, say so. If you can. I appreciate everybody that's here. I love all of you very much. I really need to get a hold of my Facebook friends because I don't think they're subscribed, and I want to twist an arm. So, in any event, oh, my earrings. Robert just got me the prettiest little I don't know if they can be seen. Um, they're like a crystal like effect, but almost more opal shimmery. It's really pretty. Yeah, I digress because I keep thinking, what can I say that's really nice? Because I'm that pissed off. And I didn't really watch the news. I went by them. I keep calling the news. It's such a bad habit. The political, I don't know. I gotta find a tag to put on those. Anybody got one? Send it to me in the comments because I just can't describe them as news channels. They're not. They're political channels. They have been for over 15 years that I can remember. And I loved Fox. That's another story, though. Okay, I better grab a hold of that husband of mine and reel him in. He was supposed to go by either Sam's or Kroger or somewhere. I had a list and I got dressed to go. Thank you very much. All of you are so sweet. It's one of the new ones he got me. I think it was Christmas. Uh, what is this one? A daily rental? I can't remember, but I love these because he knows I like these. It was Calvin Klein. That's the one. I like a couple of the name brands that they have there. And I love going in there. Although you think you're saving money because, well, it's over $300 to whatever they usually sell it for. And you get it in Burlington for 35, so I'm cheating a little bit. But yeah, it's very comfortable. It's very airy. I love the patterns. Um, and I hadn't worn it yet this year. So I thought, well, okay, I'll wear this. And right after I got dressed, I had a bunch of other things happening. Lots of stuff went in. Got one of my favorite bracelets, onyx and pearl, onyx and pearl. I don't think you can see it. Anyway, I'm just doing a jewelry bypass right now. It reminds me, what was that station called? Yeah, I should have had stuff there. I forget what that station was called now. Everybody used to shop on it, especially for the glitter. When I met my husband, I didn't even have a necklace. I had a wedding ring that I paid for, crafted with a friend of mine to put together. And that was the extent of my jewelry. No earrings, none of that. I had holes, but I didn't have a second one. And after we'd been together 3 or 4 years, I had several jewelry boxes and I had to get a second hole and all that. So that's enough about me. I know I'm not really staying in one spot today. I'm trying to cram everything because I'm so angry I can't think. And somebody just did something because my earphones are going whack. I don't know why. How very odd. I think I will ring off. We're having some different problems with everything. So, toodles, everybody. I'll try to get back to you.